Okay, let's start this. What are we gonna go in? What are we doing for the intro?
That's our intro.
No, the B-side.
B-side. Hey guys, this is B-sides, and this is our new segment called Scratch or Spin. Jordan, do you just want to tell everybody what that is?
So Scratch or Spin is going to be a segment here on B-side, separate from the episode, separate from the shorts, separate from the bloopers. It's going to be just a part where we keep the camera rolling and we talk about 2 to 3 albums. Today we're going to talk about 2, and we're going to highlight 3 songs from each album. It's going to be Because the Internet by Childish Gambino and Let's Be Still by The Head and the Heart.
I'm gonna put my leg down now.
Let's go.
Oh, basically what's going to be happening is a lot of scratching and spinning, if you haven't figured out yet. Let's just get started with our first album. So, should we just start off with Childish Gambino? So, this December, Childish Gambino released his second album, Because the Internet. And if you don't know me, I am a gigantic Childish Gambino fan. And I will not hide that. Telegraph Avenue is just, that was one of the singles that he released off of the album first, which was, it was 3005 and then Telegraph Avenue. And then it's just like a really flowy song, which is something that like I've never seen from Childish Gambino before. I really like this song. I'm just trying to think about what I like most about this song.
I said, personally, that I had a good rap part, and I don't normally like rap songs, so that was a first for me.
Something that I found kind of interesting about the album was the sound of it. Just production-wise, it kind of sounded something off of the Brain Feeder label. Like, and I even saw that, I think, Thundercat, right? He's one of the producers of the album, I think.
I don't know,
but
I know Ludwig is one of the people who
yeah.
worked on it. So I guess we'll just vote first off. So scratch or spin. Who spins this song?
I spin it.
I spin this
Yeah,
song.
I
My heart
spin it,
skips.
yeah.
Unanimous spin.
Unanimous spin. Okay, so the next song off of that album, I guess we can do Flight of the Navigator.
My favorite out of the 3.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that might be my favorite out of the 3. Flight of the Navigator is definitely my top 3 songs off the album. I've never seen anything like that from Childish Gambino before. He's like, I think he definitely worked on his singing in between Royalty and this album.
Yeah, like his actual like singing ability.
Yeah.
Like he's really good at singing.
I feel like he probably has gotten like a singing coach or something like that, because his singing has gotten a lot better. And like even he released Shadows on this album, which was basically just an entire song of just like him singing. So I guess he's just more comfortable with like his singing voice now, and like it definitely sounds a lot better. He's like found a way to like incorporate his voice with like beats that like complement his music. And it's like another one of those songs that's just like so flowy. Like you can close your eyes and just go on an adventure.
Yeah, like the guitar that's used.
Yeah.
It's so like.
But definitely this is like top 3 off of the album for me. I definitely spin this song.
Spin.
Spin.
Unanimous spin. Before we move on to the next song, you said about the sound effects in the background.
Yeah. I just wrote it down on my note sheet. I didn't know how to explain it, but it was just like some guy like way back in the mix, just like whoop 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 whee, whoop 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 whee. I mean, it wasn't a complaint. It was just like, wow, there's a guy in the back just going whoop whoop whoop.
It like flows with the song, but because I've listened to this album so many times since it came out in December, and like after a while it starts to like get on your nerves. Like you like hear it and you're like, what is this guy doing? Like stop. I just want to hear you, child.
When I heard it, I just imagined like Childish Gambino recording the song in the studio, and then like this guy just like coming in, and they didn't want to stop the recording because they were like,
This is going really well.
Yeah, it was going too well, and so the guy was just like standing around and like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Get out of here.
And they couldn't do anything about it, and he was like motioning for him to get out.
Do you want me to stop rapping? No, just keep going. Go with it. It sounds like someone's being haunted by the ghost of Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's not even dead. Like, what was that?
Okay, the worst guys.
Okay, the worst guys, but they're really the best guys because it's Childish Gambino.
Featuring Chance.
Yeah.
This was probably my least favorite out of the 3.
This was my favorite.
Killing me, Jordan. You don't get to come to my side of the couch. I'm putting my legs back.
I don't know. I mean, the music video is kind of cool, but then like when I listened to the song on its own, I just didn't feel much.
I feel like I can understand that because I don't know. For me, I like rap, so it's just like I like the song a lot, and it was just like everything in the song. I just it flowed well together. And then something that was I thought that was really cool about the song and kind of like sold it on me, because at first when I heard it I was like, I don't know if I like this or not.
Yeah.
But then, because you know in the chorus when he's like, all she needed was him, and it sounds like he's saying all she needed was him, but what he's saying is all she needed was, and then it cuts blank, and then on the website they have like, all she needed was love, and then basically they just have like an ongoing thread of just people posting like all she needed was. And I just thought that's like, I don't know, like from an artistic standpoint, I just thought that was pretty cool.
I mean, just like the whole album, like the concept of it and all of the other things that he did to kind of promote it, like the house parties that he had, and like the Twitter posts, and I think he made like a 74-page like screenplay.
Oh yeah, I still need to read that. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
that someone told me that he released a screenplay on his website, and I still haven't read it yet.
Is it?
And then so for me, Worst Guys definitely Spin.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Get out.
Get out.
Get out.
We're gonna cut in half. So I guess I would consider myself a Childish Gambino fanboy. So I kind of have to give this a spin, but not just because I like Gambino. He's like experimenting with like different techniques, different styles of music and stuff, and like it works. Like it just sounded good, even though it wasn't what I was used to. I definitely enjoyed the album. So I'm gonna have to spin it.
So I'd spin it, and I'd give it like an 8 out of 10 because, and that's big.
That's a good score.
Big
Yeah.
because I don't usually like that kind of music. So to hear an album that made me like it.
I guess just Colton, what's your take?
I really liked it. At first I was I didn't know what to think of it. Like, I don't know, like subconsciously I thought I wasn't going to like it very much. But then when I started to listen to it and like reading all of the things that he did to promote the album, just how much work he really put into it and thought, like, I really liked it. So I think I'd give it like a solid 7, a light 8, you know, somewhere in between there.
A light 8.
Yeah, a light
I'll
8.
accept that.
I'm feeling it.
The next album we're gonna do is "Let's Be Still" by The Head and the Heart, and it came out
Last
October
year.
15th, 2013. Since I've requested this album, I'm just gonna say the first album, which is their first album,
Yeah, there's something.
and self-titled album, and it's just like, whoa, it's great. Like, go listen to Ghosts, and go listen to
Winter Song.
Winter Song,
Song.
and go listen to Lost in My Mind. Just like, there's not even a choice songs because they're all good. Anyway, the second album, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, it's not as great as their first album,
That tends to happen.
and it's
But
like,
it's like disappointing.
yeah, it's disappointing.
Yeah.
It's not like good but doesn't live up to the first album.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Do you guys
it's like
know-
I wouldn't buy it.
No.
But the first song is
Homecoming
Homecoming Heroes.
Heroes.
It's sort of a simple song, which simple isn't bad, but didn't do much for me. And it was a little bit repetitive. Sort of for this whole album, I feel like if I listened to it enough, it would grow on me. But I don't know. So Homecoming Heroes for me, all around.
I guess I'll just give it a scratch.
So I mean, this was the first I've ever heard of them, and at first I was really turned off by them. Like, I didn't think that they were really that great at all. I'm sorry.
No, it's
But-
understandable if that was the first song. you
Yeah, yeah. I looked on their discography and I saw their first album, and I was like, oh hey, I've seen that cover before.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it and I listened to the first song, and it was amazing. So
Yeah, I'd scratch.
Oh, yeah,
Homecoming
scratch.
Heroes. Next one is Let's Be Still. This one I spun, but it was a
Spin.
light spin.
It was a
It
light
wasn't like
spin.
spin that. It was like
I guess.
I said it had a catchy melody, and it had a good use of the guy and the
And his
girl
wife.
and his wife.
Yeah.
Like I like it
Oh,
when
I
they're in
didn't know
songs together.
yeah, I just found that
Like
out
in
today.
Winter Song, I like it. I like that they're together in the song, and I like that in this song. But this was probably my favorite out of the three. But still, it wasn't like a song I would put my eyes on.
The song was cute. It was a really cute song.
Gone. It was a little slow. It was like a lot of Head in the Heart songs are slow, especially in the first album.
Yeah.
But it was just like a different kind of slow. It was like a boring slow. And it was a little repetitive. And it was really long too. It was like 6 minutes long. Songs can be good and be long. This wasn't one of them.
Some of their songs are slow, but it wasn't tempo-wise slow. It was literally like slow,
Yeah, yeah.
like physically slow. just was like, it didn't have that last bit of, it didn't have that spirit that you needed to just like make me like, oh yes, this is like a great song. It needed just like a little bit of something more to make it complete.
So I'd say Head and Heart, overall, Let's Be Still, Scratch.
Scratch.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
Scratch, I'm sorry.
It's not good.
I
Just
gave
listen
it-
to the first album.
yeah,
It's great.
I gave it a 3 out of 10.
Wow, that's even lower than I would have given it. I was gonna give it a 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 5. I was at least gonna give them a 5. I think that the reason why I compared most of the songs to Down in the Valley, which is like basically my favorite song by them, and like none of them were like to par with it. So it just was, you're scratched. I'm sorry.
I'm tearing up right now.
Really not horrible. It is.
Actually, it's just windy.
Comment below, like, share, rate, everything, all that jazz. Shut up. Colton!
Okay.
But
So we don't.
we're kind of a big deal.
Just stop right there.
Yeah.
Decide.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What? There's a girl back there?
I'm just done.
Oh my god! Ah!